On the 20 slides shown below, I present the original photographs of the Second World War from the German archive, which are in my collection. These photos are from my collection department, Wehrmacht on the Eastern and Western Fronts. If you like it, subscribe to my YouTube, like it, so you don't miss the new weekly presentations. If you would like to order 5 inches by 7 inches copies of these photos from the original, you can specify which photos you would like to receive. Laboratory quality. Enjoy your viewing. The Zundap KS750 is a World War II-era motorcycle and sidecar combination developed for the German Wehrmacht, armed forces, before and during the Second World War, by the German company Zundap GmbH. After entering service in 1941, over 18,000 were built through 1944, and deployed on all major German battlefronts, for use in a variety of roles. The KS750 was an integral design, featuring not one but 2 driven wheels. Both the rear wheel and the sidecar wheel were shaft-driven, powered by a 751cc, 45.8 cubic inches, bore 75 mm, stroke 85 mm, overhead valve, flat twin engine. When Adolf Hitler came to power in 1933, Feldgendarmerie were reintroduced into the Wehrmacht. The new units received full infantry training and were given extensive police powers. Feldgendarmerie units were generally given occupation duties in territories directly under the control of the Wehrmacht. Their duties policing the areas behind the front lines ranged from straightforward traffic control and population control to suppression and execution of partisans and the apprehension of enemy stragglers. When combat units moved forward out of a region, the Feldgendarmerie role would formally end as control was then transferred to occupation authorities under the control of the Nazi Party and SS. Clarification needed, but Feldgendarmerie units are known to have assisted the SS in committing war crimes in occupied areas. The DSHK 1938, Dygtyae Overspagina Krupnokalibany, Dygtyae Offspagin large caliber, is a Soviet heavy machine gun with a V-shaped butterfly trigger, firing the 12.7 x 108 mm cartridge. The weapon was also used as a heavy infantry machine gun, where it was frequently deployed with a 2-wheeled mounting and a single-sheet armor plate shield. The DSHK's name is derived from its original designer, Vasily Dygtyaev, and George Ishpagin, who later improved the cartridge feed mechanism. It is sometimes nicknamed Tushka, a dear or beloved person, in Russian-speaking countries, from the abbreviation. Alongside the American M2 Browning, the DSHK is the only .50 caliber machine gun designed prior to World War II that remains in service to the present day. The Nadelwerfer, smoke mortar, was a World War II German series of weapons. They were initially developed by and assigned to the Wehrmacht's smoke troops, Nebeltruppen. Initially, 2 different mortars were fielded before they were replaced by a variety of rocket launchers ranging in size from 15 to 32 centimeters, 5.9 to 12.6 in. The thin walls of the rockets had the great advantage of allowing much larger quantities of gases, fluids or high explosives to be delivered than artillery or even mortar shells of the same weight. With the exception of the Balkans campaign, Nadelwerfer were used in every campaign of the German army during World War II. A version of the 21 cm caliber system was adapted for air-to-air use against Allied bombers. The Daimler Scout car, known in service as the Daimler Dingo, after the Australian Wild Dog, is a British light, fast 4-wheel drive reconnaissance vehicle also used for liaison during the Second World War. It served as the basis for the development of a larger armoured car, a light tank, wheeled, which would later become the Daimler armoured car. The first pilot vehicle was built by the end of 1939, later to be named Daimler Scout car but already known by the name of the Elvis design, the Dingo. Known as one of the finest armoured fighting vehicles built in Britain during the war, the Dingo was a compact 2-man armoured car, well protected for its size with 1.2 in, 30 mm, of armour at the front and powered by a 2.5-litre 55 horsepower, 41 kilowatts, straight-six petrol engine in the rear of the vehicle.